Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another Monster Train 2 video. It's me, Cranberry. How's it going? Hopefully you are having a good one today. I'm chilling. I've had a pretty good day so far. Nothing super crazy going on. Just got back from work a little while ago. And I'm happy to be recording some train. And I want to mention at the start of this video, there's a very good chance that I'm going to be doing a live stream today as well. So maybe come swing by and say hi. I would like to see you there. If I don't see you there, I will cry. So please show up. Or not, it's fine either way, it doesn't matter too much. So not yesterday, 2 days ago? I think 2 days ago I did a stream, and I think I actually yesterday uploaded one of the VODs, or one of the runs from that stream as a VOD. So technically, on the rotation, we are currently on Awoken as the primary clan here now. We actually, on the last stream, I did do 3 runs, and the one that I uploaded, there was a lot of resetting in, but the actual 2 runs before that, there was no resets. So we're doing a quote-unquote okay job of not resetting very much. Trying to limit it to as little as I can, but we'll call it, we're gonna put, like, I guess, air quotes around no resets currently for this win streak. I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird set of runs, but it's been pretty cool so far. Hopefully get a cool run today here. The big thing for Sentient, I still have the least amount of experience playing Rejuvenate Sentient. Every time I see this, they always show me the other 2 Sentient options. It's always Bristling and Cultivate. So I want to get a run playing Rejuvenate to see how it feels. And Razor Sharp Edge, Shattered Shell, Proliferate, all pretty good cards to start with here. We get quick on Shattered Shell and a couple of attack boosts. They should be able to hopefully kill the backlines pretty easily. So I like that. Proliferate, we'll see how it plays here. Pyre of Entropy, I still kind of like it. I don't know, people have been hating on it a little bit. I like Pyre of Entropy in general, though. I mean, I guess we're going Bloating Fungus here, folks. I don't think I'm taking Breath of Heaven ever, basically. So let's do this. That should be fine. And did they got the Rejuvenate? That never lucky, man. Just never. I mean, on this start, it's a pretty easy cultivating. But they just never show me Rejuvenator, man. I don't know what it is. The game just doesn't want me to succeed. Or not even succeed, learn. They don't want me to learn. I wanted to see if it's good or not. That's like the main issue. I think we can take Titan Skin here pretty easily, by the way. This seems like it should be, I don't want to say super smooth sailing here, but fairly smooth sailing into Relentless, hopefully. We do have the fact that we need to make sure Shattered Shell doesn't actually die to the spikes here, I guess. But, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. Or something, I was gonna say, we're not losing health. Oh, you know what we can do actually here? We're gonna put some decay on Sentient here to get more damage triggers on Sentinel. Or on Shattered Shell, I mean, or on Sentient to grow Cultivates on a Shattered Shell here. That's pretty neat, I think. And the Collectors, or the Shield Stewards, should pick off the back line here. Heal you up a bit. I kind of want to put more decay on you. I think that's also probably a wrong decision. I'm going to go Proliferate here to get more regen down. Might leak a little bit of damage, although we'll get the Relentless before that guy actually makes it top floor, so maybe not, actually. Maybe not. Let's get as much regen on Sentient as we can for the Relentless combat here. Oh, that guy does walk. Shoot. Nah, whatever. Only a tiny bit of damage gets through, and Shattered Shell's already winning, so GG, etc. Easy dub. We don't even lose Sentient there with the extra regen we get from Bloating Fungus. If we can see like a Loam Coat could maybe be huge on Sentient here. Loam Coat to give Propagate to the regen might with Bloating Fungus could actually be a really good line for us. I'm gonna try to sap up here, folks. Loam Coat. Oh, it's actually, folks, is kinda going off. Cool thing about Sentient is that cultivating Sentient does actually just on its own survive a savagery hit. So that's a pretty good thing for us. We definitely want to go right side here. We're looking for multi-quick on our Shattered Shell. Might have to play mid-floor, or we might have to play like a lot of intrinsic Razor Sharp Edges to make it so that way Shattered Shell can kill the sweepers in the savagery fight. But if we just get like a decent amount of healing, shouldn't be a huge issue. We'll see. Let's see what's going on here. We get the multi. Multi's nice. Happy to see that. I can see us also maybe playing. I guess he has maybe playing Endless Puffball here. We don't get Puffball. I do not like Squad Leader in a run like this. Moral Mistress Do I have any consume spells? I have one consume spell in this Wildwood Sap. Yeah, I think this is going to be a skip. Nothing crazy, nothing good though. Do not reroll on this turn because we can't afford any upgrades afterwards. This is a pretty good start, man. I really wanted to play Rejuvenate Sentient here, but I think it would be better probably than Cultivator. I think the biggest thing, especially in the Savagery, is going to be killing the tanks, which Rejuvenator is really good at. But I think it's going to be cool to go Loam Coat on Sentient with Bloating Fungus. That to me seems like a pretty cool line. So we'll see how things go. We should be able to get a lot of easy slays here on Shattered Shell. So we'll play you here. I think we don't even play the shields because they're going to steal slays from the shell, I suspect. Let's do this. Let's do this. You can't get much regen down, but whatever. That's fine. There's our sap. And I think we just go a little greed mode here. It's not that much damage coming in. And once we get our Loam Coat here, we're going to be set for life, basically. Loam Coat. I guess we Razor Sharp here for faster, relentless combat. Maybe that's a little too greedy, honestly, but as you can see, the Shattered Shell very quickly is strong enough to just wipe the floor of these people. I'm gonna get rid of our Ember here. We're not having much trouble, I think, at this point. And Vengeful Shard. In my head, I was like, why are we drawing so many shards when I fucking forgot we had Pyre of Entropy? That's why we're also drawing so many cards too, obviously. But looking pretty good here. I'm liking the plan thus far. We do need to find Quick or a Quick Dagger. Either one would be really nice here. So a very good chance we're gonna go to the arm shop here. I haven't even looked at the next ring actually. I don't know what's gonna be there. I will take another Razor Sharp. Razor Sharp going to be very good in the Titans here. I don't hate a second Loam Coat. Just, if anything, just for the HP on Shattered Shell more than anything here, but like it seems good. I think we don't want left side here. I wouldn't hate seeing a hold. Actually, I do really want Holdover Intrinsic on Razor Sharp here. But I think with how fast we're drawing through the deck, I don't think it's that important. Actually, when I think about it more. I think I just want the Quick Dagger more than anything. So let's go right side, get some Pyre health back here. Maybe to see a Swift stack. Ooh, okay. Well, now Overgrowth Carapace is like looking really tempting if you see like a Smidge Stone on the Shattered Shell. It's a bit of a leap. I'll take actually Fight Club as well here, by the way, too. That's a pretty good thing for now. Ooh, okay. Well, now it's a Bloodthirsty Blade. Now it's a Bloodthirsty Blade angle here for sure. Definitely make the blade deployable. Second Loam Coat pretty much worthless now to me. Let me come in here. What do we get upgrade-wise? Anything cool? Or, I guess, reward-wise. Ooh. This is a weird one. This is a weird one. I think... I have a couple of thoughts. Here, right? I think, on one hand, it makes a lot of sense to just give the Shattered Shell Wrathful here. Right? Or Wrath, whatever it is, right? It's really nice to get an extra attack sometimes. Could definitely save us. If we don't see a Quick Dagger, I would like this a lot, I think. For like problematic turns where we need to attack preemptively. Especially in the Savagery fight. But I think we need consistent Quick Sweeping. I don't think that that's very good. So if we see a Quick Dagger, I would not hate seeing Wrathful. If we don't see a Quick Dagger, though, and we take Wrath here, we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we don't see a quick upgrade then, basically. So I think this is a little scary. I've been punished in the past, though, for being too greedy with these upgrades, though. I think my gut check here, though, is Benevolence on a Spear Steward. I think there's a very good chance what we'll end up doing here is taking a space upgrade and just putting Spear Steward on the floor in order to just get heals onto Sentient. Sentient Lakeing's going to have a lot of HP. They're going to be able to tank the Savagery hit no problem, but afterwards they're going to have a little bit of trouble, in theory, right? Healing back up to full because we don't have any... Maybe we won't see good heal cards this run, right? So I think having a backup heal there is not a bad choice for us. And it's low commitment, too, right? If it ends up being bad, it's not that big of a deal. We have Pyre Hunter here, which is not fun. Then we're going to go probably bottom floor. Play our Bloodthirsty Blade, start getting that perma scaled up. Put these here. We get our Loam Coat in the Razor Sharp here, which is very nice. I like that right off the bat. And you're going bottom floor. I believe I will be putting the Spear Steward probably here to heal you. So you don't get Pyre Hunted, hopefully. We'll see, I don't know. Seems pretty good to me, though. And we need to get this... I mean, you're going to heal yourself, obviously, over time here, Sentient. So I'm not too scared. But I think I want to make sure you definitely win the Relentless. So I'm going to go Wild with Sap, I think, this turn. Ah, shit. Ah, whatever. Not a huge loss there. We're definitely going to go Energy Upgrade first here for damn sure. Definitely the more important hit here. There we go. I think I'd rather just heal you than scale up the Shadow Shell here with another Razor Sharp, so we'll do that. And we should have this one wrapped up, right, folks? Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Hooray. Getting a lot of permanent scaling slays on that Bloodthirsty Blade. Very nice to see that here. And we're going to go to every single steel shop we can find, every armory and merchant of arms we can find. And just get quick, and we should be good. I don't love... I mean, I like Cycle of Life here once we get quick. When we don't have quick, it is just going to be stealing slays. But it is just permanent health scaling, which is fine. Not permanent, like not permanent scaling, but it is max health scaling, which is fine for us here. Fungi in a suit is worthless. I'll take Cycle. It's a very low impact card, but it's like fine. I think we skip all of these. Very bad. Energy upgrade here for sure. And then what do we have next? Steel Shop. Awoken Band are going to do nothing for us here, but we do just need to, you know, prioritize seeing quick as fast as we can. So come over here, see what we get. Second multi-strike would be cool if we knew we were going to see a quick dagger, but we don't know if we're going to see it. So I think I'd rather just reroll. Play it safe. Well, not safe, but try to play it to our outs. We don't get even what we want to see here, which is sad. I'm not going to... I'll put this on the Spear Steward. That's fine. It's not a huge play there either way. I should actually look what's in here and say, oh my god, that's so hilarious. Goodbye. And it'll come in here. Take Cultivating up to 2. And there's a world where we go Rejuvenate 2 here. But they didn't even want to show that to me, so not going to happen. -1 card draw, such a low impact. We can take that pretty freely here. We might end up leaking a little bit, but dude, with the Bloodthirsty Blade here, we actually do just already turn 1 kill we will be killing the backliner, so we do just really need quick. That is the only thing this run needs now, is just being able to quick as fast as possible into the final fight here. Now what sucks is these draws. We actually don't have enough damage really quite to kill these zealots, so we're gonna take a little bit of pyre damage, it looks like here. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of pyre damage. This doesn't change the math here at all, I don't think. Well, it does maybe take more damage to the zealot, I suppose, which is something worth considering there, but whatever. Put this here for our relentless combat worries. We take 20 damage up there, I think. Yeah, I think it was 20. Okay. And you, I can kill you. Yeah, that just gets the kill there. Lovely. Play this here for sure. I guess just get this out of deck for now. It seems fine. Okay. If we had Restore and Retreat, we wouldn't even need a size upgrade here. We could just Restore and Retreat down onto the floor, which would be really good for us. We'll just full greed there. We should win Relentless pretty easily here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Not going to play the cycle because it does just steal kills from Shattered Shell again. Okay, there we go. And what was I thinking? Sorry, brain broke for a second. I don't know. Yeah, 20 damage. Unfortunate, but not a huge deal. I think worth it for the trial at least. And even then, we could have just played top floor, I guess. Yeah, maybe we should just play top floor there, actually, huh? I don't know. I'm going to skip on these. Custodian's, like, okay. But we're going to late game, we're going to have 10 card draws, so it's actually kind of terrible. It's just a dead draw. These are all pretty bad for us here. No thank you. And we keep going. I mean, we actually, you know, we have a very interesting choice here, right? We have Merchant of Steel, which has a pretty good chance of giving us quick, or we have both an Armory and a Merchant of Arms, which can give us quick dagger. I think this is going to be more so depending on what we see in the future here. We're on ring 5. I like this a lot, but next ring, Steel Shop. We only have one Steel Shop after this, is the thing. We have a lot of Merchants of Arms to go to as well, though. Dude, maybe it's crazy. I do really like the right side here, though. Although left side, we could potentially go upgrade into Overstack with the Alcove, although we missed already one of the really good Overstack choices. I'm going to go left side, I think, though. I think it's just it's very good odds of seeing a quick here. It's like you see 4 upgrades out of 7 of the major upgrades every time, so you got pretty good odds of seeing the one you're looking for. Not a guarantee, obviously, but pretty good odds. We only have one other Steel Shop after this, and we have a couple of Arm Shop here, so I think we want to go left. Yeah, okay. And we get the quick. There we go. Feels like a GG to me. None of these other upgrades make sense here. And can we get a cool, sick, nasty Overstack maybe game? I would appreciate it. They do give me an Overstack. Okay. Oh, now we have actually a really interesting choice because we have 2 different Overstack options. We have the Overstack of just getting some better base stats on Shattered Shell here. Or the one that I actually like secretly a little bit more is getting the Overstack on Spear Steward. Just right now, not even caring about the enhanced wings or whatever. And just flying it onto the floor, and then we get to go double energy upgrade here. That seems honestly awesome to me. Yeah, we just do this on... Excuse me? Hello? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm actually stupid. It doesn't work. Thank you, game, for actually stopping me from doing this. The issue with that is we can't overstack like that because the ability is Benevolence. If we put the flight on instead, they can't both have the abilities. Like, I almost goofed that up. In that case, then, I mean, we could... There's an argument that we can make for, like, maybe duping the Shadow Shells here, which is not terrible. Well, then we just don't need both of them. Basically, one will be getting enough slays for us, pretty much. Not a ton of... You don't get much value from having 2 of them on the floor. I think I'm just going to go for better base stats than on the Shattered Shell. Now, how crazy we want to get here? We got decent odds at maybe getting the Titanite wings here, which would be pretty cool. Can I look at... I just wanted to make sure you still can't put them there. I'm down to go to kind of... It's only +8, +15. It's not that much. Let's see if we can high roll here. 20% chance? Give it to me, come on. Nah, damn. Oh well, not a big deal. If it matters, that's on me, but I don't think it'll matter much. Let's get rid of a Spear Steward, let's get rid of a Shield Steward. Or maybe I get rid of... Yeah, I get rid of a Shield Steward. Could get rid of a Spore Touch, because they don't do much for us either here, but both are fine. And we will go on to the next ring with a nice stack of money and a good setup here. Prayer Stone, if I had the enhanced wings, I think I would take this here. But no, we will not, because I think that will pretty... I mean, it doesn't actually kill the Shattered Shell, huh? It's an extra slay in theory. I think we can make this work actually. Let's get a little funky here, folks. So we're gonna go top floor here because I want to maximize slays on the Bozo. It's 4 spikes. And we will put this here. And we'll actually do the regen on you to keep you healed up next turn. We need one more restore to keep you alive now. Ooh, I was a little bit scared there for a second. And this should... It's an extra slay, and I think the Shattered Shell should... I mean, I guess actually we don't kill the heavies right now. This could be a little bit of an issue. Unless we like draw really well, as you can see here. Then I think we're... I mean, we're still gonna leak a little bit, it looks like. Or maybe not. Just kill you? I don't think so, right? Yeah, we're just net even there. Put you down just to make sure we definitely don't lose HP. And we take 2 damage to Pyre Shards, but we're set now on this one. Maybe I could agree to the Collector there somehow. I'm not sure. Okay, we do this. I don't know how you would die, but I'm just a little bit worried, so I'm going to do this here. Oh, sorry, that's Razor Sharp. I thought that was Restore. And we should be able to farm a ton of extra slays now on the boss. I think we're going to have so much regen that the boss can't even kill our sentient here. I believe that's correct. It should just be impossible. And we could play the cycle method here, but I think it does actually, like, steal slays from Shattered Shell again. Let's do some... Oh, I almost double Razor Sharp here. My brain was like, do it, and then I counted. It said no. Yep, there you go. Bunch of extra slays. Love to see that. I guess we just do this. Now, I guess an important question is, what's better for you, more energy or the ability to play that Steward? My gut's actually saying right now that it's going to be better to play have more energy. I think we don't care too much about the Train Steward. It was a nice little hedge in theory, but I don't think it's worth much to us here to have the Benevolence heal. I could be wrong. Well, you know what? I will take a Restoring Retreat because now we can maybe play the Steward into it via Retreat. So I'm okay with that. I think it's worth the Ember to hedge this. Mushy Room doesn't do much for us here. We don't care too much about the sap, although it's not terrible. I guess it's worth it for an Ember as well, honestly. It's not too bad. And then here, I mean, I think I'm just looking for Pyre health. I think our spells don't need very many upgrades. I wouldn't hate like an intrinsic holdover Razor Sharp here, but it's not even that essential anymore. Now that we have the deployable Bloodthirsty Blade. Then we just go left side and look for like a cool trinket, basically. Get some health back, maybe a cool cavern event, right? I would like to see, personally, I think I'd like to see Balatro. Well, now I'm happy that we have the Mushy Room. Mushy Room, oh, actually we have Fight Club too. I should make one of those deployable then. This is cool. I actually like Split Anvil here quite a bit too. That's fine by me. Sap Tap, not that useful, and it's fine. We already have so much card draw, we don't really need to worry about that too much. Balat me. No Balatro, sad. Ooh, Bone Dog though. You know what? I'll take a Bone Dog here. Yeah, we should be able to... We have room on the floor. We should be able to fit him in. It will steal Cultivates. But that's like not a big deal, honestly. Yeah, sure. Welcome aboard, dog. A little late in the game, but it's still bonus HP. I'll take it. I think we reroll here. Ooh. I will take a Attuned Whetstone here because that does make our Loam Coat free. That's a huge pickup. Tuning Fork's not bad, but we already have the energy. We don't really need to worry too much about that. And we definitely just play bottom floor here and clear everything, no problem. This is a very free Kale fight. I genuinely just can't see how this would go wrong for us, basically. We get our Fight Club deployable too here, which is nice to see. You do this, you do this, you do this. I guess you play a Shield Steward here, but it doesn't really matter at all. Boom, boom, boom. Could we play the Ember here, but I think I'm just going to go for damage. Seems fine. And there's our Bone Dog. Get you on the board. We do have Kale hitting the Sentient. Can't stop that from happening, but it's not that big of a deal either. I think I just take another Razor Sharp here so we can kill a little bit faster. Seems good. Ooh, Spear Steward could save your life. I think we're just going to be greedy here. And let's just keep you healthy, buddy. I'm a little bit worried about you, Sentient, there. There is guaranteed corruption damage coming from all those little guys dying. Need to be probably a little bit mindful of that, but it's not too spooky. Especially if we just, you know, out-regen the corruption damage pretty easily. This is a nice looking run so far. I will take the 1 damage to get rid of our Calcified Ember here. I'm pretty okay with this line. And 1, 2, 3, Wildwood Sap. You know, Wildwood Sap looking pretty good here. It's not a ton of regen, but we don't need a ton of regen because we already have the Loam Coat. It's pretty nice. This is all going very well if you ask me. And then this should be a pretty free fight here. Just going to put that in there. And we get a little extra max HP from that Bone Dog. Love to see that. And these are all not that good. I guess Channel Song is actually kind of okay here because we have Bone Dog and Spear Steward here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to fuck with the Channel Song. Why fucking not? I don't know. It's fine. I'm going to take another energy upgrade too here. We don't need the space. We have Restoring Retreat and things like that, right? So it's not going to be an issue. I guess I'm just looking, at this point now, I'm looking for like an equipment to merge with our Loam Coat, remove the other extra Loam Coat. Maybe find a merge for, definitely find a merge for our Bloodthirsty Blade too here. Maybe like a Void Armament would be lovely. A lot of good choices. So let's go right side here to the Armory. And then I think we just go to the Arm Shop here. Yeah, that's pretty solid. We have 1 health to heal. Huge. We get Intrinsic Holdover. That's just, you know, a little too easy. But I will definitely take it. Happy to see that. I want a Smolder Stone. I don't hate it on Cycle of Life. I forgot we actually bought a Split Anvil here. So it wouldn't be terrible to put the Holdover on the Cycle of Life either. They don't really matter too much. These are, I think, worthless to me. Yeah, no thank you on those. There's my explosive bastard. We're just gonna go Cultivate all the way here at this point. We just want the HP more than anything. Okay. Mark of Invasion. Here's the problem. We can't really tank. We can't really tank Rack's top floor. It's just too much damage too quickly. We can regen some of it, but not much. We don't kill it in a single turn. We need to stall out the Relentless a little bit. So I think on this one we're gonna have to just play bottom floor and say no thank you to the mark. It just doesn't work. Sorry to say, folks. We'll go this again here. Now I believe the silencers do also stop our slay from happening, which is kind of unfortunate. But that just is, you know, how it is. Play these out. Play this here. Let's just go mushy into... Ooh, what do you give me Channel Song here? Bone Dog, big stats. Huge. Okay. Keep playing the Razor Sharp here. Definitely get as much regen on you as we can. Because we're actually going to play the Prolific as just 2 regen instead of 1 regen. Huge. Ooh, the Heavy is currently sneaking by here. I do not love that. I would like him to die if possible. Let's retreat you down here. And then I guess we don't get the Slay, which is unfortunate. We do kill you via Decay. Or actually, we can just let the Shield Steward actually pick you off here. That's probably better. Okay. Maybe we Restoring Retreat you. Nope, we cannot. Never mind. That's 5 shards. Still missing the Slays and the Heavies here, unfortunately. But after this turn, I think we do get the Slays. Yeah, we do get for sure. Oh, I need to remember we have Recycle for the Anvil. Huge. I guess there's no harm in moving you down really here, buddy. Come on, enter the floor, right? Water's warm. Okay, we're getting the double Slays and the Heavies here. I don't want to kill my Razor Sharp here. I need, or my Shadow Shell. I need to be careful about that at the very least. Yeah, we would not have been able to out-regen Rack's top floor. That would not have gone well. The gaining multi-strike would have been a little too much for us to handle. So we'll just, you know, pass turn here. An extra Slay, good. We could have maybe gotten an accidental Slay on one of the other characters instead there, so that's pretty good for us. Second Restoring Retreat is probably not that good. I don't hate Ensnare. I don't know if we're playing bottom or mid floor yet. I think we might just end up playing mid floor. We have so much Pyre Health. Yeah, we can actually just tank the what's it called? The Amalgam hits for a bit. Maybe I'll just skip this though. It doesn't matter too much to me here. Mulch is just gonna draw through. Oh, actually, it's bad because we're already max drawing. Pandemic's a pretty good spell for the Titan fight. Guess you can take that. It's just good sap on the top floor. And definitely left side here. Huge left side angle for sure. Carapace is not what we're looking for today. I'll reroll. No good equipments, man. That's unfortunate. It's in the Trink Shop. Should look at this first, actually, huh? Sinner South, lovely pickup. Our energy is now super overkill, but that's fine. I kind of want to just like copy our Bloodthirsty blade. We can just slap it on. Actually, no, we can't really slap it on anyone. Never mind. What do I dupe here? Could be Bone Dog, which is kind of a funny dupe. I don't know. I don't know what I copy here. Nothing really matters that much. I guess maybe, you know what? Actually, just the Razor Sharp Edge here. That's a pretty good duplication target. Health for no reason. Come to Savagery Seraph here. And we should... I think we can maybe even just play bottom floor. I think we kill really, really rapidly, honestly. I'm gonna trust my gut and go mid floor, though. Gives us time to you know, buff up here as well on Sentient. Play this here. Play out all of our blights. You have to play Mushroom here too, which is really good for keeping the Sentient healthy. Play both of these. I guess just put both these here. Start working you down, buddy. Okay. Need to be mindful that Sentient only has 2 HP now. Gotta put 1 Razor Sharp here, I suppose. And do a regen, Spore Touch, Spore Touch. You're gonna leak for a little bit there, it looks like, big man, but that's fine. That's alright by me, I think. Ember out of here. Dimensional Shard's out of here, too. You're wiping the whole floor. No one else is gonna... Oh, actually, you know what? Get fucked, idiot. Boom. Huge. That's a very good turn for us. We're taking the amalgam damage, but like I said before, like we have a ton of piracy. We can tank this shit pretty much no problem. We're gonna go, I think, Bone Dog. We can channel Song. Oh, the other. The steward. The steward was here already. Whatever. I'll put you down there for now, though. We'll do this into this. Then we'll just go proliferate into, I guess, just heal on you still, honestly. Just get as much regen on Sentient as we can. We're looking fine here, though, kind of obviously. I think we're gonna put a Spore Touch on what's your name again here, on Sentient again. Tragically, the Spear Steward deceased. You know what? I'm gonna do this as well here, so we get all the cultivates on the Shattered Shell. Let's do this. Put you here. Gotta try to remember that we have the thingy, the, what's it called? The Split Anvil. Yeah, we're gonna put this on you for cultivate triggers on Shattered Shell. That seems fine. Seems fine by me. Okay. Lovely turn. That's 7 shards. That's kind of funny, actually. We'll do this again. Yeah, this is a very clear dub. Pretty much no chance of losing that one. And then we get a turn of all cards. So you know what? Sometimes that's how it goes, man. Sometimes you get a turn of no cards, and you get a turn of all cards. That's just the Pyre of Entropy, man. Do this, get another Spore Touch in here for more cultivate triggers. Then we have, yeah, 10 more damage. We'll go into the final fight with 115 health. Pretty easy, I'd say. Razor Sharp onto you. A little bit of extra Spore Touch never hurt no one. There we go. And obviously this is a very easy dub. I gotta say, with Undergrowth, or with Underlegion especially, Bloating Fungus is like putting in good work. Do not get it twisted here. That is like a pretty big part of this run, is the fact that you can just super out relentless any boss that we ever see ever. Point. There we go. That was actually a pretty close slay. I might have actually lost that slay there in theory. That was very narrow margin for the actual kill. And we're at 160 Pyre HP. Very cool. Or 160 max. 125 current, obviously. But great work, Bone Dog. One thing to be said about Bone Dog, which is kind of like hard to evaluate is the fact that it increases your max HP, which means that Pyre remains also increase your healing. So it increases your max health, but it also increases like your effective health throughout the entire run. There's something to be said about that. That's kind of like, even though this is maybe less HP than we would have gotten effectively if we had like a plus 25% increase from the pendant, it's still something to think about that I think is kind of cool. But it's not impactful here really. But anyway, whatever. I'm rambling. Let's play a game. Pretty sure we're gonna go bottom floor setup here. I guess we're gonna put mushy room probably here. I would believe is the right spot. Okay. And our Bloodthirsty Blade is already just insta-killing every wave, basically. So we are not really in any danger on this one. I could... Oh, we should channel song here. Bone Dog, huge, etc. No, you know, Bone Dog? Enjoy your loam coat, buddy. You've earned it. And we'll just play, I believe, this into this. Yeah, Shield Steward is just dying there. Probably not going to be playing our Spear Steward on that mid floor here anytime soon. We do get Pandemic, which is nice. Does trigger Anvil as well for us here this turn, which is good. Play this, play these out. Who's going to be the biggest issue for us? It might be Savagery, I think. As far as who's going to die last. I think that makes sense to me. No, I believe that eventually we will hit a critical mass here of regen on Sentient, and no one will be able to catch up, but it might be a little tricky. We'll see. Keep playing these. Okay, we're big Bloodthirsty here. We're at 300 damage per attack. Yeah, we can't really afford to play the... We can play the Spear Steward, it just dies right away. And is it worth holding on to? It's kind of like... I think it's kind of interesting to think about if it's worth holding on to until we get lucky and draw Spear Steward and retreat on the same turn. I think we should try to do that. I am just worried about how much damage what's her name is taking, or Sentient's taking, though. It's a lot of hits, folks. It's a lot of unblockable hits, basically. Let's do this. You know what? Huge. I think it's actually I think it will genuinely matter here as well that we hit this combo, because as you can see, Sentient is having trouble staying alive. Well, the nice thing is that Shadowtail just also has a nice HP pool as well because of this. Although now that Spearman's here, Sentient's going to be absorbing all, or Spear Steward's going to be absorbing all of the Cultivate triggers now. That's fine. It's looking a little bit spooky, but yoink, huge. Actually, I'm so happy to see this ended up being a relevant play for us. That's I don't know what it is, but to me that's always nice when like a little like not, I don't want to call it a smart decision. That feels like I'm bragging too much or whatever, but like a nice little heads up play ends up being very relevant to your success in a run. It's always a good feeling. And as expected, Savage is the last one to die here for sure, because Entropy's already dead, and Dominion is not long for this world, so we should have lethal though on the next cycle through. I'm pretty confident in saying. Cycle here, not that it matters too much, that all of our spells are free. And yoink, yoink. Yeah, next spell, you die. I guess this guy lives actually, huh? Weird. Do this. Yoinky, sploinky. And we are, I mean, even, I think even if Sentient is dying this turn, which I don't think it's enough damage to actually full kill, right? Yeah, but even with this, yeah. Still not quite there. Oh, I'm dumb. So, I sat my way out of the win here by playing these, right? And we could do this, but I also just realized, dude, fucking we've had this for so long. fucking dummy. Just win. just cheat and win. Duh. It's so obvious to me. Although we're obviously gonna win that no matter what there, basically, right? We can all agree that was a 1-run either way. And that was a pretty cool one too. Pretty like I don't know. It was like a run where it was like we had a sweeper, we found the things that make your sweeper win the entire game, and we just played them and won. Right? One thing to be said about Sentient, right? A very good thing about Sentient is that a lot of the Sentient paths are bulky enough to survive a melee weakness savage hit. Right, a lot of units, a lot of champions especially can't survive that, but Sentient can kind of just brush it off with pretty much no problem there, which is a big weakness a lot of clans have. But like that's something to be said about Sentient. I think Sentient is maybe actually, you know what, Sentient? Let me think about it for a second here. Actually, because is Sentient kind of goated? Because Cultivate Path is just good base stats no matter what. It's extra card draw, which is pretty cool. Not that very good with this Pyre, extra card draw, but the base stats are pretty good. It's why we get to keep playing Razor Sharp on our sweeper the whole time, because it kept increasing the health of the unit, right? There's something who said there about that. That's pretty cool. Bristling is probably really good against Entry because there's so many fragile backliners. So that makes sense there to me too. That Bristling is pretty good there. And then Rejuvenate's probably also pretty good against a lot of the Savagery or a lot of the Seraphites. I feel like Savagery Seraph Rejuvenate's probably good for like nuking down the heavies by just rapid fire healing. And then against like Dominion, I imagine Rejuvenate is just also very good for killing the guys that strike to corrupt you as well. I wonder if Sentient is better than I realize. I kind of thought that Sentient was kind of like a little stinky, but there's like a lot going for Sentient in the game now, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, sorry we rambled too much here. Let me give you the seed here so you can play it yourself. Float optical helpful, and we got another no reset run entirely. I didn't even realize we just didn't reset at all. Very cool. I'll hopefully see you next time, and I'll hopefully see you for the stream today. Goodbye.